In this video, you're going to be learning about why and how you shouldn't be listening to haters and why they say the things that they do. Welcome back to another video. I'm Maximilian and I help you empower your life. So in this video, like I said, all about haters and what is the problem with haters and why they hate. So the first thing is someone who is doing better than you or someone who is doing well for themselves would never hate on you. They'd never be horrible to you. They wouldn't like put you down because they're doing better than you, because someone that's doing well for themselves understands that they should bring people up. Now admittedly, there are some people that are doing well for themselves, maybe in a financial place, but they're not physically doing well for themselves, so I don't see that as doing well. Doing well is having finance, happiness, health, spiritual growth, everything at once. I believe that is doing well for yourself. So people that are doing well for themselves and are generally impacting people and changing people's lives rather than just adding a service that doesn't actually work would never ridicule you. They would never put you down. They would only ever drag you up. Now admittedly, not everyone will drag you up because they're very busy people sometimes, so they don't physically have the time to drag everyone up with them, but there will be people that will always drag you up. But the people who are not doing so well, they're gonna be the people that are gonna drag you down because they don't want to see you do well. People that see other people doing well, sometimes they get jealous, they hate it. They hate seeing someone doing better than they are, and that is where hate comes from. They don't like seeing someone else doing better than them, so they'd rather drag them down than do it themselves and build themselves up. So that's my piece of advice, is build yourself up. Never drag people down, because dragging people down will that will make you into something that you shouldn't be. That you're just someone who just ridicules people and just someone who just doesn't like to see other people win. Now I absolutely love to see people win, and yeah, when people do better than me, sometimes I'm like, oh, that would be brilliant to be there, but never once would I ever try and drag them down, because what is the point? You don't know what they've been through, you don't know their story. If you've looked into their story, I guarantee you that you will see how much work they put in, how much time they put in, what they've done to get where they are, and that they deserve it. Because people that are successful off their own back deserve it. There's no shortcut to it. If you're doing it off your own back, they deserve it, trust me. So don't let someone else's opinion change the way that you value yourself. They're just uneducated. They just don't know what they don't know. And unfortunately, a lot of people just don't know what they don't know. I didn't know what I didn't know before I understood about all this stuff. People say to me all the time, when are you going to get a real job? My answer to that is, I'm not going to speak to you because it's just irrelevant to me. For me, this is a real job. Helping people is a real job. Impacting lives is a real job. It's just they just can't see that it's possible for someone who's come from such a normal or such an average or had such a hard time, seeing them prosper and do well for themselves, because they've never seen it before. So they don't know what they don't know. They've never seen that happen in their life. But when they see it, they'll see that it's possible and help other people by just giving them encouragement, because they've seen that it's possible. You only need to see it once. Once you've seen it for yourself, it's like when you see it, you believe it. Now, law of attraction, I'm not going to get into that, but that's you got to believe it before you see it. But when you see it, you believe it. That's how the majority of people think. So if you can see it first, and you can see it firsthand of someone that you physically know, because it's all well and good seeing all these people doing well for themselves, but if you've never seen it firsthand, then it's going to be a struggle for you to find it. Unless you've got quite a strong mindset to get out of yourself, read, develop, listen and understand people's stories and see where they've come from. And then when you listen to their stories, you understood that they come from absolutely nothing, and now they've made it all the way to the top because they put the effort in, they put the work in. So only pessimistic and negative and narcissistic people will hate, because they don't have anything better to do. Now the perfect thing is using things like YouTube, using things like Instagram. People will type behind a keyboard because they don't want to say it to someone's face. They haven't got the balls to say it to someone's face, so they'd rather sit behind a keyboard and say it to someone. Now my favourite thing is when people start to comment about when someone does a nice gesture. Let's say, for example, when they film them giving out money to homeless people or something like that, and then people comment and they say, well, but they didn't have to film it. But at the end of the day, they're still doing the good deed. They're still doing the thing that is actually helping people. Now, that doesn't mean that they're doing it for their own back. they're generally doing the good thing anyway. So why, in my opinion, why not do a good deed and benefit from it yourself? Giving to someone doesn't mean you can't film it. That's a lie. If someone tells you that, that's just because they don't want to give to someone because they'd like to, but they just don't want to because, well, maybe they wouldn't even like to. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in their mind. But if you film it, go ahead and film it. Go and inspire more people to do it. If you're inspiring people to do things like this, that's brilliant. You're actually like impacting people to get them to impact more people, and then you're impacting loads of people at once. So take their hate as a compliment. Now, I take hate as a compliment. When people hate, it means that you're doing well, because no one's going to hate you if you're sitting down doing nothing. They're only ever going to hate you if you're getting off your arse, you're doing something, you're putting the work in, and you're doing well for yourself. So if you're getting hate, then it means that you're doing well. So I think, like, honestly, I don't like haters. I don't think they're good. But if you've got haters, you know that you're doing good. Like, even things that I do. Last year I did everything for free. Even up to now, I've been doing it all for free. Like, I deserve to be charging, and I definitely will soon, because I know my value. I know I can help and change a lot of lives, so I deserve it. But I've had people hate on me before. What is there to hate? I haven't tried to sell anything in the past. I haven't tried to con people out of anything. I was doing everything for free and just helping people. So people are gonna hate no matter what you do. So do something that you're gonna enjoy anyway and help other people, because either way, you're gonna get them. And if you've got them, use it to your benefit and take it as a compliment, because they're hating on you because you're doing well and you're helping other people, and they want to be doing that, but they just can't be bothered. And that comes down to it. The people that hate are the ones that just can't be bothered to get off their asses and do something. But if you're off your ass, you're doing something and you're impacting lives, then you're the person that's going to change more lives. I understand that when you see a hate comment, it sort of shines outside of the comments of people liking you, people loving you, sending you love, telling you you're great, all of this. But it's because we don't like hate. No one likes to be disliked, and this is the biggest thing. So understand that if you love yourself, hate can't affect you in any way whatsoever. Now, like I said, if you're going to be an influencer and you want to be on Instagram, you want to be on YouTube, it's inevitable. People are going to do it. So understand that if you love yourself enough, hate will not impact you. It won't hit you hard at all, because you know your value, and you know that you just feel sorry for them. I feel empathy. People that hate on me, I try to turn it around as much as I can, and I say 7 out of 10 times I do normally turn it around, and they end up coming around and saying, no, I respect what you're doing, because I don't go, if they hate on me, I don't go at them and start tearing them down and saying, well, and start telling them they're stupid, they're rubbish, they're useless or whatever, because that's just basically mirroring them, and I don't want to spread hate whatsoever. So all you have to do is say, okay, I love you. Because what are they going to say if you say I love you? When anyone says I love you, you never turn around and go, oh, I hate you. You're just like, right? Like, what do they do? Just tell them you love them, tell them you're sending them positive energy, tell them that I'm sure they can make an impact in their life one day. Like, just inspire them, and if it doesn't happen, it doesn't matter. If they're really hating on you, just block them. Once they're blocked, they're gone. But try and just spread positive energy towards them first, and then watch their reaction, because it's actually quite amusing as well, because when they come around, you're just like, I could have gone in on them, I could have gone absolutely crazy at them, but what's the point? There's no point whatsoever. And if you're helping them, you might even impact their life, and they just get to a state of, like, a few years down the line, like, no, I'm so appreciative of that, thank you very much for just inspiring me to not spread hate. And then they might even stop spreading it, and then you're doing such a good job for people and genuinely helping so many people. And also take their hate as a compliment, because what they've done is they've taken their time. If it's a YouTube video, if it's an Instagram video, let's use Instagram because it's a minute, for example. They've taken 1 minute of their time to watch your video, or even YouTube, they've taken 10 minutes, 20 minutes, however long your videos are, to consume your content and then leave a hate comment. That just shows exactly who they are as a person. They're literally wasting time to then hate on people. In my opinion, there is no logical reason for that. There's no reason to hate on someone, especially after consuming their content. If they've done something extremely horrible to you in the past and you dislike them, then I understand it. But if you've never met them personally and you're leaving hate on their content, on their Instagram, whatever, why? It just doesn't make sense. It literally makes me laugh because I see it and I'm just like, what? Why? It really makes no sense. So don't be that person that hates on people. Don't be that person that ridicules people. Don't be the person that just spreads negativity across social media, across platforms. Because the more we can spread positivity and reduce negativity, the more then people will soon die out and they'll become positive. It won't happen overnight, and it's going to take a bit of time getting these people on board, but once they're on board, it helps everyone out in the long run. So yeah, just don't be the person that hates. Spread more love than you do hate, and I'm sure if you're watching this, you're most likely not a hater, but take it from a perspective of if someone hates on you, because if you're watching my stuff, you know what I'm like. I like to spread love, we like to spread light, we like to spread all of this, woohoo! But yeah, just take it as if someone hates on you, to not ridicule them. Don't go in on them. Just be empathetic and understand. They don't know what they don't know. They're just uneducated in what you're talking about. If you actually explained it, they might even turn around and be like, okay, fair enough. I watched a guy, actually, I was watching a podcast, and the guy was saying how some guy sent him a message telling him something. He was a vegan, and he was telling him about, I can't remember the exact message, but he was telling him something about that, and then he educated him and sent him paragraphs, and by the end of it, the guy was like, oh right, fair enough, I might actually try going vegan. So they're just uneducated. So, but a lot of it is just attention as well. They want to just get the attention. So if they're really just doing it for the attention, just block them. There's no need for it whatsoever. There's no need to have them in your life, in your just sending negative energy towards you. But first, I would just advise you just to try and spread love and spread kindness to them. And if it doesn't work, then just block them, and then you're never going to see them again. Do you know what I mean? But just don't allow hate and negativity to affect you, because if you love yourself first, then you won't need approval from anyone else. And that is what a lot of people see hate as. They see it as approval, and if someone's hating, they're not approving of them. So just love yourself first and give yourself everything. And if you need help with self-love, I don't think I've done a video on that. If not, I will do a video. But also follow me on Instagram. Just gonna plug it just so that you can find out, because I can talk to you, I can message you, whatever. Takes a bit of time to get through my messages, but once I can get through them all, I can definitely help you with things like that. But thank you for watching this video. I'm very grateful. I will see you on the next video.